There is something deeply frustrating, even infuriating, about the stage that social media gives to anti-Semites. And there's this custom in Jewish tradition of not mentioning the names of bigots or saying, may their name be erased. So I will, instead of doing that, I will mispronounce the name Kanye West. That's how you say that? Konya? Oh, isn't Kanye? Well, you know who I'm talking about. It is not just this character saying something grotesquely hateful. It's that his words are amplified, consumed, and recycled in real time, spreading across the internet before anyone can even formulate a response. The digital world, where immediacy is currency, provides a megaphone for the worst voices, rewarding provocation with engagement and making hate speech harder to contain. And this world of instant reactions, in this, our world of instant reactions, we often find ourselves trapped in the exact same cycle. Someone says something outrageous, and the response is equally instant, because we live in a time where patience is almost an archaic concept. The taste of a soup that once took hours to cook now can be achieved in minutes with an instant pot. Instacart makes groceries arrive at our doorstep in the lapse of a blink. Instagram allows us to curate our identities in seconds. And X, formerly known as Twitter, reduces our thoughts to short statements and sometimes our moral thinking to the immediacy of our shortcomings. If there is something our generation does not lack, it is immediacy. And immediacy, like the instant reaction, is so, so tempting. When Kanye puts hatred, the immediate response is a viral video, a compelling, powerful statement, but one that, in the rush to react, loses sight of reality. The AI-generated video of Jewish celebrities wearing white shirts standing together in defiance of anti-Semitism is actually really moving at first glance. But it is also misleading, manipulative, and ultimately false. Scarlett Johansson, whose image was used without her consent, said, in my opinion, in the best way, I'm a Jewish woman who has no tolerance for anti-Semitism or hate speech of any kind. But I also firmly believe that the potential for hate speech multiplied by AI is a far greater threat than any one person who takes accountability for it. We must call out the misuse of AI, no matter its messaging, or we risk losing a hold of reality. That's the problem with pragmatism. We call it efficiency, we call it practical. It feels like a necessary response to the chaos. But when we prioritize immediacy and effectiveness over truth, we risk undermining morality, or in this case, reality itself. And what's particularly striking is that this week's Torah portion, Parshat Yitro, gives us a counterweight to this culture of urgency. The Ten Commandments a set of laws that are not reactive nor situational, not designed for speed or convenience, but for something far greater. So I thought that I will remind us of the Ten Commandments, but not exactly as they were written and appear in the Torah, actually as they were rewritten for the Israeli TV show, The Jews Are Coming, Yehudim Ba'im. So there's a beautiful scene in which Moses, the character, not the one in the Torah, but the character in this series, speaks to the Israelites. For those that actually have heard the original version, I took away all the insults and modified them, so it's a free translation. So if you are very attached to the accuracy of the text, this is not exactly the translation. Believe in God, but not in some fanatical way, more in a humble sort of way. That will help you remember that you are not the center of the universe and that the sun doesn't shine out of your personal backyard. It shines out of his personal backyard. Don't blindly believe in anything else either, not in statues, not in pictures, and certainly not in people. Always give the benefit of the doubt. Always ask questions. Keep an open mind. Don't say the name of God just like that. Bottom line, don't say anything just like that. If you want your words to be powerful, don't waste them. Don't work on Shabbat. You are not slaves of anyone anymore. Not of your career and not of your boss. Stay at home with the kids and eat frozen grapes. You deserve it. Give your parents respect. Question about them as much as you want with your psychologist, your therapist, but always remember, if you are alive, it is a sign that they did at least a little something right. When you have kids of your own, you will finally get it. Don't lie, don't steal, don't murder. Bottom line, don't be a hot mess. Oh. Keep your act together as a nation. That's pretty clear, no? And also, don't commit adultery. To commit adultery is to lie to the person you love the most, yourself. If it doesn't work out, try an open relationship. I'm not personally endorsing, okay? I'm just really. Try an open relationship. If that doesn't work either, get rid of the whole package. Chapter 2 is sometimes an awesome thing. Also, don't be greedy. There will always be someone who has a bigger house than yours. I forgot to change this one. A hotter wife than yours, or a stronger ox. If all the time you are waiting something that isn't yours, you will remain forever unfulfilled. And the most important, remember that the land where you are going is an absolute desert. So always, but always, spread on sunscreen. And this is why the Ten Commandments, it's me now. Oh, end quote. This is why they are so radical in our world. Not because they are ancient, but because they are timeless. Not because they are restrictive, but because they are grounding. They offer a reality check, a counterweight to the culture of immediacy, where truth bends to whatever is expedient, where morality is measured by convenience, and where the lines between reality and fiction are erased in the name of pragmatism. The Torah doesn't give us laws that shift with the times. It gives us principles that anchor us when the world is spinning too fast. And if we truly want to build a society that doesn't fall into the traps of manipulation, instant gratification, or moral relativism, then we have to be as committed to basic decency as we are to immediacy. Just basic decency. Because without doubt, the world we live in starts to look like a place where anything goes, where Hamas is presented as freedom fighters, where anti-Semitism is legitimized as free speech, and where lies become a justifiable means to whatever end we desire. The Ten Commandments stand against that. They demand something that's a bit harder. They demand a world where words are not wasted, where truth is not optional, and where morality is not just another passing trend. And maybe, just maybe, if we can hold on to that, if we can be as deliberate with our ethics as we are with our reactions and the devices we buy. Think about the time that many of us spend checking reviews when we want to buy a device. Imagine if we would do that before reacting, like before posting something, like just a second, like a fraction of that. Deliberate with our ethics as we are with our reactions. We won't just respond to the world chaos. We will actually help shape this world that we care so much about into something that is actually better. Shabbat Shalom.